The opinions expressed in the following program are those of the producer and do not necessarily reflect those of Cannabis Life Network, Pot TV, Cannabis Culture, or High Times.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Craig X, and well, it's it's not 420. Actually, no, it's late. It's an odd little start to episode 162 here. For those who try to toke up and tune in live, I gotta say sorry. You saw us sitting around here with no sounds. There was zero of the sounds coming out of our mouths. And hey, to those people who were about to watch me on Instagram as well too. So what happened was for some reason, the audio didn't start. Well, it was starting, it was playing here, but it wasn't going out there, even though it was the same feed. So Andrew tried many things, and we tried to restart it many, many times, and none of that shit worked. So we decided to record the episode, excuse me as I do this, and just put it out there live for the world to see. Well, not quite live. So the whole episode is kind of not quite live today. And so what we're doing is we're just kind of going to just record the show, and then, here, put that over there so we can record the whole show, would you? If you don't mind. We're going to stream it live on Instagram. And, well, so we can see all of us here. You know, very nice. And then, yeah, best you can anyway. Nice bot. So we're going to try and stream it live on Instagram for those people who are watching the replay now to understand what's going on here. We're close. We're getting there. Maybe pull it back further. And then we're going to upload the replay. So that's all the housekeeping and all the stuff that's going on. It's almost kind of like almost a little pre-show. There we go. That's probably good enough. Hi, Instagram, people who are sort of watching from over there doing it. Hi, everybody who's watching us on High Times TV and is like, what do you mean? I watch the replay all the time. And this show's actually live sometimes? What? Dude, really? Can you give me some chips? Yeah, no, usually the show goes out live at 4:20 every Thursday, and we tried many, many times, but it didn't work with the audio anyway, in various pieces. So we're, fuck it. We record the show, it goes on, we upload the replay. So now, for those of you who are watching, light them if you got them. It's whatever time you're watching. I'm Craig X, and that was a complicated intro to the episode 162 here. So the show rolls on, the joints roll on, joint counter rolls on, 101. Anyway, since we last spoke, I did the episode 30 of Fridays with my man Concise the Black Knight. Joined DJ Slippy and I over there at Save On Radio. Did that on Friday. That was good one. You can check the replay over on the expertjoints.com. Just the Fridays tab is over there. And also the show, along with last week's episode of this show, is over on the High Times TV as well too. Check them out, the 5 series over there on tv.hightimes.com. What else did I do? I don't have pictures or websites, but I helped out with the Stolby Sisters and Stoner Spicy photo shoot. There was that WeedNet launch at Cannabis Culture. And I guess this hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen. But on Sunday, last minute, I'm co-hosting. Yeah, there's the thing. Co-hosting this 210 mixer over there at Venue with my homeboy Prevail. He doesn't know much about weed, but he knows about hosting fundraisers and like craft cannabis or craft beer events. So, you know, it should be fun. Plus, they're going to serve beer like at the end of the event anyway. So, like, I'll do my part, and then he'll do his part, and he'll learn something along the way. We're going to do some joint rolling, and you know, it'll be whatever. Anyway, also, because you're watching this on the Expert Joints YouTube page for sure, at the very least, and probably some other places, Cannabis Life Network and other stuff. But anyway, there's a little subscribe button down there. Do what the finger tells you. Actually, she did pretty good with the proportions of that. That's not that far off. Moving on with the show, would you? This week on the show, from the regular Canadians enjoying weed, Kass and Honey are here. Also, we've got the Big Puffa, of course. He'll be in the spot for Dab Time with music from Kush Kelz in the place to be this week. Well, he's not here, but the music is. And a new product cooking video as well, too. How I roll, much to do. Should be a good time. And I would normally say, and thanks to all those watching the chat. But because we're kind of just not really doing this live right now, We have to actually change the title of this episode. Expert Joints almost live.
1 hour late.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Was supposed to be live. Tried to make it live. Son of a... Andrew, the fuck happened, bro?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Blame
I
the
lost my
Beavers.
earpiece and everything. I took this whole thing out. It's just... It's not the Beavers
Right?
chewed through the cords, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to roll
Definitely.
another joint. That joint... What is that joint? Okay.
know.
Oh man, it
Go
works its
away
way around.
across
You
the
can't.
room.
No, you can't pass them that far, or they never come back. You gotta keep them shits local. Those guys, the
Hey,
crew
Beavers-
can fucking manage on their own, okay? Sons of bitches getting in on
Beavers
there,
share,
stealing all
yeah.
my
We're
shit.
sharing Beavers.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck,
Beavers are
sharing
generous.
we're gonna be watching what I say in this episode. I
Everyone
gotta
on
be
Instagram's
careful.
already saying it.
Yeah.
argue, you
Hey,
can't
everybody on
argue.
Instagram. Yeah, so we are live on the Instagrams for the chats. I can't see the chat because you're across the room, but hopefully, and also the
But
shared
hopefully,
video requests. I can't accept them because I'm across the room. Over here, hi, hi. At some point, my battery's probably going to crap out as well too. But we'll on a break when we get a commercial break in here at some point, or whatever you want to call it, a video break. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's still battery life. I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
Oh,
Hi.
right.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Having a good time. Hope you all are enjoying. What else? What else? Weed. Weed. That's what I do. In this segment, I roll weed. And I say, let's roll on with the show. And then I roll up some weed. And this is the El Jefe, apparently, from Motocan. You can.
Motocan.
Yeah, I don't even need to do it anymore. It does it itself, but automatically goes off. We got to get a sound effect for that, Andrew. Anyway, oh, tasty looking buds.
See the trichomes.
You can.
There's actually, yeah, unlike legal weed, there's things called trichomes on it. It's crazy. Anyway, that's some
Also-
weed from them. Go check those cats out. Appreciate that. Not that I would suggest you go visit their website. Yes, I would. It is motocancompassionsociety.com if you chose to gain more information on these folks by yourselves. Okay, with that, close the bud cam here for a minute. Move on with the show. This is where then I say, oh yes, no hash this week, but still the hash pipe. So it'll be hard for the people in the chat to vote to bid on it if they want it.
Oh,
But
look
the
at
hash
that.
pipe is dope, man. This is a super cool little hash pipe. You could probably use it for other things as well too. Very nice. Very nice design. $200 or best offer. He's got it up to as well too. I'm sure he'd take, a little bit less, but all these little mushrooms all over it. This little mushroom hash pipe. Who doesn't like mushrooms and hash? Yeah, right? I can think of at least one person anyway. And if you find this interesting, go ahead and DM me and say, I want to buy that, and I'll make sure you get it. If you got a bid somewhere around $200 or so, we'll make that happen. Weed from over here, making that happen, or is there somewhere to the grinder? Whatever. It's all good. I'll smoke it all eventually with my guests who have a show of their own, who've been so patient. I appreciate that. You want to look good in front of the other media folks and the other podcasts, and they come in and they're like, holy shit, this place is cool. Yeah.
It's still cool.
Went from 12 to 6. That's all I got to say right there.
You're at least a 7 or 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for bearing with me, hanging in there. Everybody who's tried to stumble into it, fuck it. The show goes on with the folks from the regular Canadians Enjoying Weed Show. Those folks are Kass and Honey. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having us. No
Yes,
problem.
We're so excited.
And we are still thoroughly impressed. It's okay. If anything, you make us feel a bit better about our, occasional hiccups as well.
So actually, on my first 26 episodes were done out of my living room, and the many of the first ones had many issues, including no sound. And I tried to do a Skype show, and that didn't work, and all sorts of stuff. Then I had a computer that had no video card that was capable to handle it, so there was fraught with issues. I think some people actually tune into NASCAR races just for the crashes.
Yeah.
And I think that's why some people watch the pot TV shows and all that stuff, because they're so live, and you never know what's going to happen. Like at any
Live
given
is
point,
tricky.
Al the Alchemist could just walk right across here, or he could not. You never know what could happen. Parker could eat his foot right now as well too.
Oh, he's so content.
That could happen.
No, but
He
won't
could
be
also
doing
just
that.
sleep.
He could just be perfect down there.
He actually still told me this morning though, because he's like, oh, it's time for my show. I said, my show? And he said, yeah, you heard me. And I said, don't you mean our show? And he said, no. No, it's like what was it? The Green Hornet was the Kato show back in like Hong Kong and shit like that, right? Same thing. Apparently, it's the Parker Bow show everywhere else.
He owns the place.
Now I know. I was wondering why that was trending on
Everyone
Twitter.
loves the house pet.
Ladies,
They do. All the house
right?
Beavers.
You know, well, who doesn't love a nice furry pet?
Who doesn't?
They're
A very,
so
very
furry and
beaver.
nice.
So for those of you who don't know, it's Kass and Honey, correct? We sat you
You
correctly
got it right.
for that this time.
Kass
Very
Honey.
nice, very nice. And
Nailed
the
it.
show is on YouTube, where
sure
we
is.
tried to be
Ooh,
earlier. I'm so
nice
distracted.
one.
I'm all
No,
disordered
no.
right now.
I
It's
should
just
be,
a
wa-
fucking-
I should
You're
be
all out of your
watching them up.
zen
Yeah,
because
Right?
right?
I'm not all. I'm all in my
not-
fucking mojo.
It's not 420, it's not 415, it feels wrong.
I don't know how to do this anymore.
What else could go wrong? No.
Well,
We're putting a spell on you.
I'm a regular Canadian who's trying to enjoy some weed
Yeah.
and a weed show, and damn.
Then you fit right in with us. Yep.
Ish. Wait a
Totally.
second. You don't really fit in though, because you sound Australian to me.
Whoa,
You don't
way
sound
to make,
Canadian.
Wow,
Hang
way
on.
to make me
I think
feel
he's just
other.
with your accent,
Yeah,
not
no,
life.
hang on.
You really don't fit in here.
Right? Well, you're a bit tall, but no.
They grow them different in Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What? Okay, but I heard your cousins,
We are cousins.
and
we
you
are.
call yourself Canadian.
Yeah.
Yet you sound very non-Canadian. She sounds all the
Yeah.
Canadian. You don't sound any of the Canadian.
Yeah, it's very off-brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very, very
So
off-brand.
it's like sort
Yeah.
of Canadians enjoying weed.
He's an
Yeah,
imposter.
yeah.
Technically Canadians enjoying weed.
Yeah, technically.
Are born and
no,
then
it's-
raised, I guess?
Yes. So we are cousins. Our mothers are sisters, and I was born in Victoria. But then when I was a baby, my parents and I moved over to Darwin, Australia. So the very top of Australia.
Right.
Really hot, really
I was just
tropical.
going to say, because you
like,
did not
very
like the
hot.
temperature here.
No.
No.
All she's done is complain
Yeah.
all day about having to go
Yeah.
outside.
Of course, I just don't leave
like,
the house
"It's so
anymore.
cold."
I avoid it at all costs. No, I do really. Why would I leave? Why would I want to be out there in that horrible?
Cindy, can you get her a Kleenex and a scarf?
Yeah, can you? And a small violin.
And a tooth. She needs a tooth.
Yeah,
All right.
that too.
But isn't there a Victoria in Australia too, or did I just
There
confuse-
is.
oh,
Nope, there is, and I lived there for 6 years in Melbourne, and so it's very confusing for all.
Where does your mail go?
Right? I'm a total nomad. No mail.
How do you put up with her? How do you do a show with
Easy.
someone who's all over the map like
Easy.
She
that?
Well,
lets me live with her.
I was
That's
going to say,
how.
I let her live with me.
I just
Yeah.
burrowed
I'm part
into
of her nomad lifestyle, you know.
Right.
She
So are you
Exactly,
here
I just
permanently,
buried
or are you
into
just
her
back
beaver
here
den.
for a bit, or what's your jam?
Well, I've been living here full time for a year now, a year and a
nice.
bit.
Welcome
And so, oh, thank you. It is good to be back. I just was in Australia for Christmas and for a visit.
where it was hot
It
and nice
is
and
it,
lovely.
It was hot and nice, that's true. But what wasn't nice was the weed.
Yeah,
It was not
spoiled
nice
now.
at all. I'm so spoiled.
Right.
I am spoiled by the product, but also the attitude. Like the whole vibe is very different, very different. So I'm glad I can be a technicality Canadian, because I want in. I went in on the Canadian thing.
I will take that. I will take the BC butt all day long.
Exactly, exactly.
So well then, I guess if I can ask, what possessed
yeah.
you to start smoking weed? And well, I mean, obviously not necessarily smoking weed. We'll get to that later. But smoking weed and talking about it on the internet anyway.
Smoking weed on the internet, yeah.
Well, actually, we didn't even have the idea until August. And we came to Vancouver
End of
here,
August, yeah.
and we went with our friend and did dabs. And we always joked that it was the dab that changed our life, because as soon as we had that dab, we had this idea about what we wanted to do. And we were totally unequipped at all. We didn't know how to use editing programs. We've never done anything like it. We were like, let's just do it. And
It can't be that hard.
And everyone was so, you don't know how to do those things. We're like, well, we'll just try and see how we sort of stumble along. And
Right.
And people have really liked it. And we're kind of like the Bob and Doug McKenzie of weed. That's totally our shtick.
Right? I love it. That is, well, you are very Canadian-esque. And what I do, that was great, wasn't it?
Except for this one.
Canadian-esque.
She's like, I don't know what that
Listen,
means.
Canadian.
I don't know what that means.
Canadian-ish.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you
Seriously,
being
the Bob and
Yahoo
Doug.
serious right now? No? Is that too bad reference? Australian joke?
No.
I didn't think it was very
No, I've
good.
heard them
I
all.
didn't- I
I've
didn't
heard them
really
all.
think it was. So anyway, you started. You got the idea for the broadcast in August, and when did y'all start doing it?
Yeah, so the epiphany, the dab that changed our lives, I'm just helping with the past there.
Yeah, thank you.
Was, at the very end of August. And so then we had 6 weeks because we wanted to launch on legalization on October 17th.
Of course.
So we ran around like crazy.
6
We're like,
weeks of
okay,
total
we
madness.
need a beaver logo. We need it all. You know, this is important, people. You know.
Dare I even
And-
ask why the beaver logo?
We just,
Wow.
it's just fueled with euphemism, and it's so funny. And beavers are so Canadian, and it's just so
Yep.
everything.
No, I
Perfect.
get it. I get it.
We're
Makes
two
sense.
women. That's really unusual to see. You know, women duos smoking weed, and
You
It is
know,
true.
Talk shows,
it's something different,
stoners.
you know, and something that I think really lots of people are looking for. It's just kind
Well,
of
there's
a
enough
fun
guys
break.
with talk shows.
Right.
Believe me.
But there's nowhere near enough, you know, beavers being listened to.
Every-
Right?
I don't know many people who don't appreciate beavers.
Right?
In
Who
some
doesn't love a
capacity.
beaver?
Right?
Yeah, they're like
That's
the
pretty
animal, or
much
you
so.
like the
Animal.
Like-
rest of it.
Oh, the animal, yeah.
You animal, you.
Wild animal.
So you started on legalization day.
Yeah.
It looks like some of the episodes feature like, well, I guess you could tell when they run and all that stuff, but it looked like in your backyard or in the kitchen or like all around, just some regular everyday settings for the regular everyday Canadian
That's
Yeah.
show, if you want.
That's exactly right.
That's
So
the
we,
thing.
yeah, so we ran around for those 6 weeks filming mostly with our family members. So we had our 88-year-old grandma, Baba, who was a total legend, and like my parents and, you know, all sorts of legends.
Lots of our friends have
Regular
gone on it.
Canadians, yep. And then we've also had some cannabis influencers and things like that. And we release a video every week. So once a week on
I was
Friday
just
at
gonna say,
420.
Fridays at 4:20 they come
Friday
out.
at 420, yeah. And then it's regular Canadians enjoying weed. So
And sometimes we release a Sunday special as well, where we do things like make gummies or
Mm-hmm.
press rosin, or
which is
who
like,
knows? There's one on the Wild Pacific Trail coming up really soon.
And you do all of them out of Victoria area or?
Victoria,
we did them all
Vancouver.
over,
Yeah.
wherever people invite us, really.
Nice.
Well,
Right now, mostly Victoria, Vancouver, the island.
yeah, but we do have big beaver dreams. We, you know, it's regular Canadians
chewing down
enjoying.
trees everywhere, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, it's
Ruining
regular
live streams all over the place.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Cursing all sorts of studios.
Right.
We, yeah.
And what did you do to here? Did you chew through the wires or something?
I don't know.
Andrew, did you?
We were
Did they-
unattended in
we
that
wanted
green
to-
room.
jam up the audio stream?
Yeah.
I did
We
not
wanted
catch
to
them
special-
doing
I can't even hear you, bro.
anything untoward.
I can't hear you.
Everything's really falling apart.
We wanted a special episode, something just for us.
Just for you.
We just needed to be different.
Just
Yeah,
come on
exactly.
here and fuck up everything.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty much.
I'm still glad you came, even though you wrecked my show.
No, that's okay.
Ruined it.
Thanks for having us.
Competition.
Yeah,
Way to
we're
take
just taking out the competition
man.
at the knees.
One by one.
I wonder what happened to your
Yeah.
show.
You want a talk show, huh?
Oh, funny how that happened.
Unlucky.
Exactly.
Just unlucky.
Damn it.
Soon you'll be on regular Canadians enjoying weed. You'll be in our
actually, I'd be happy
studio,
to.
and you can, you know, oh, good.
be happy to.
Hell
I'd
yeah.
love the show.
All right, well, let's
Anytime.
hide our wires. Let's, you know, no access to the tech for you.
Yeah, right.
Don't get
Just
your
don't let
revenge.
me. Yeah, right. Yeah, don't let me near the broadcast at all.
Exactly.
So, so you said features like your grandma and just regular folks, you neighbors and.
Anyone who will go on the show, really. And
Killer.
sometimes it's people in the industry, and sometimes it's just, we met a woman at London Drugs one time. And
Yeah.
She
I'll
had us
do
over to
that.
her house, and
Yeah.
she just went for it, right? We said,
fucking
if
awesome.
your tolerance is low, you should probably only have a quarter of that. And she's just like, takes the whole thing, and then just went on a journey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Journey.
She really dove, right?
Hey.
You know that feeling.
Yeah.
That's
She
awesome.
totally backed it up. And that, yeah, that is what's been sort of so cool about it, is that we just want to show any regular Canadians who enjoy. And so we've had all sorts of people, and you hear their stories and their totally normal, healthy relationship with cannabis. It's not something to be, you know,
Stigmatized,
feared and
afraid.
talked down like it
Right,
is.
right.
And so we just kind of want to normalize it while having a sesh with all sorts of, yeah, cool regular Canadians.
I kind of know how it goes.
So-
People who watch this show know that I started this because I didn't have a pre-recorded video component tutorial thing to put out for that particular week.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, well, I'll just make a video show. It can't be that hard.
It's that hard.
Apparently, it's pretty fucking hard.
I was about to say, if today is
hard.
anything to go by, it looks
hard.
pretty hard.
And yeah, so we've ended up here we are by trying to help destigmatize and open Pandora's box a little further. So appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, and same to
Yeah,
you.
well, and thanks for having us on your
Thank you.
show. It's awesome.
How's the response been from not only friends and the 11 people who you know who aren't your aunts and uncles who probably subscribe? No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
And all these people who are going to go right
of course.
now and subscribe.
Actually, I'm kidding you, of course, because I know you from the Stolby Sisters event. I've seen everybody all over social media, like really jumping on the support of you being on this broadcast. Like everybody who meets you or watches you is a big fan of yours. So you're developing a little following already. So good on you. You're doing something right. So.
Aw. Our little beaver colony is getting bigger and bigger.
Right?
That's our goal, is to have a a beaver colony of people, of regular Canadians who enjoy weed.
Speaking of your colony, what does your home colony, what does the Dam family back at the Dam have to say about it?
You're on all the lingo. I love it. Oh shit, sorry.
They're really supportive, actually.
Yeah?
For the most part. I mean, hesitant. I mean, no one's, when you first tell your parents you're going to just start smoking weed on the internet.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, but they
Where did I go wrong?
Yeah, definitely. I think they don't like hearing the stories, and I know for sure they don't like seeing us smoking. Yeah. Like, I think they'd be happy if we just sat down and ate gummies all the time.
Yeah.
Really? Because that would get you way more.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Smoking, it's way less.
Yeah. We're lucky. We come from a pretty unique, fun,
Accepting.
wild family who, all sorts of things have happened. They're open-minded,
And they
so
raise two people willing to smoke weed on the internet.
Yeah,
and
exactly. And so they're pretty supportive.
Shows to folks who do that. Love you, Mom.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You raised me well.
Right.
Like,
You might not think so yet, but we'll see one day.
Exactly.
I'll get you on the show one day, Mom. Again. I got her on my season 3 finale, and she was here for the little party, and I got them eating lunch. It was perfect. I timed it so good.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Did you ever have like a background in theater, or were you the act out kids, or is this just something new for you? Or
Act out kids.
yeah.
I was.
You.
Yes, he's like, ding,
Here's honey. Ding.
Yeah. Oh my God. But I was a little bit of the teacher's pet vibe. Yeah. I model United Nations debater, that kind of gal.
All my
And so
money
a bit
says
of the-
no one was expecting this.
Yeah. That's the funny thing, is that exactly all my Australian friends are like, what the hell? You were SRC president and now you're like ripping bongs online? Like, what is happening?
What a turnaround.
Honey Lynn? Like, yeah.
I don't know, man. I went to
They're freaking
Canada.
out.
It's the exchange rate. What do you do?
Seriously, exactly. They're like, you move
by
for a
Canada.
year and you come back some stoner? Like, but little did they know I was always a stoner. I just didn't feel
was
like I
hidden.
could
It was
publicly,
hidden.
the stigma was too real. But now, here in this land of the freaking green freedom, like end of prohibition, it's it's a different thing.
Well, you absolutely kill it, and I appreciate what you're doing. Check them out, of course, at Kass and Honey on Instagram as well, too. Speaking of Instagram, Andrew, I saw this video on Instagram. I can't even explain it. You just gotta watch it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I think probably these will be okay. We're not
So good. All right, let me get a picture of it. This is too good. This is like the exact end of the kind of dance I want. Like, this is it. Yes! Oh my God, we need to do a back together. The Beaver 2. It was the best.
The best was actually the look on everyone else's face. They're like,
Really, I thought no one was reacting.
The more you watch the video,
the more you see it.
see in the background like this Asian man, like, what
just
is
like-
going on? I saw a mom
Because
with a
first-
disapproving look.
I'm
Because
like,
first
only
of
in
all, you're in a
Canada.
beaver suit, which is slightly distracting, but it's okay. Are she really holding pot plants? Oh, well, it's legal here. Well, I guess it's okay, but Jesus. Am I seeing what I'm seeing right now? Right? This is when this is the shit that I didn't trust my eyes on. It's bad enough to get Al walking through here invisible and stuff, but seeing it in the airport when a fucking beaver standing there at the international arrivals, a giant beaver holding pot plants. Like, wee! I would get off that flight and I would be like,
I'm following that beaver. Wherever that beaver's
That
going.
one looks like a good
I
time.
wanna
I'm
go.
going with that one.
yeah, I wouldn't know quite how to react. I'd be like, do we have to go where we were going? Because, hey, part of me, I need to go with them. For
party's
like at
going
least a
that
little
way.
while.
Yeah.
I need to see them for like 20 minutes.
Let's see what they're up to.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Let me see if I can. we can work
Everyone at
something
that
out.
airport was
Yeah.
jealous. Everyone.
Yeah.
And nothing will ever top that for me.
That's
Like,
pretty good.
What a moment.
Well, the Vancouver airport is pretty aggressive. Pretty progressive. They do have the cannabis smoking zone only, so that's cool. But anyway.
Yeah. I lost my mind with that.
CassandHoney.com is the place to check out more for these two. And yeah, like I said, we do know why the stick. I do like it. Hey, there's the website as well too. I don't know if you're interested, but this is usually a point where I go ahead and I pull out some little bit of products by Sec because I'm a fan of them. I like their gummies. If you look more information, it's at Product by Sec on Instagram, I think. You should just go double check to see if I'm wrong. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, if I can offer you some of these, or I don't know if you like these, if you're into the gummies at all or whatever,
Yeah,
or
I'm
could I offer
down.
you a dab anyway,
Definitely.
at the very least?
All of the above.
Perfect.
Yes,
Well,
please.
it's just about
Yes,
dab
and
time,
yes.
so let's go ahead and get to dab time, and we'll pull into the gummies.
Gosh, I don't have enough hands for all the
Right.
treats.
Andrew? Yes, dab time here in the place to be. Patiently been waiting since a while. We're well past actual dab time now. But it's thanks for hanging in there, Puffa.
Any time is a good time to be dab time.
You
so.
know how it go, man. We're gonna dab some products from the folks at Weeds today as well too.
Okay.
Just the folks at Weeds.
Shout out.
Just this jacket, man. You got going on here. What you doing with it?
Yeah. Big shouts out to my guy, brother Jason of Sleepless Minds. He made me this custom one of one Big Puffa denim jacket, as you can see. You know what I mean? Got a big
Okay,
puff
hold
up
it there
there.
for a second. Hold it
Yeah,
there. Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, you know what I mean?
There you go. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Got the clouds and stuff. You know, got the 92 somewhere. Cause I was born in 92. You know.
Still got that G-Town shirt
Of
underneath though.
course, you know what I mean? GTown604.com.
Talk to the mic.
GTown604.com.
There you go.
If you want to get the T-shirt, but if you want to get the jacket, you can't get this one. You can get one like this if you hit up brother Jason, but this is a one of one. I'm sorry.
Well, we got plenty of weed here to share though.
Dope.
Not no jackets, just weed.
Just weed.
And also, you got a new song you're sharing, right?
Oh yes. A new song that I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strong
Bible
is
track.
out. Yeah, Strong is out right now. You know what I mean? If you like good music and songs about weed, go check that out. Shout out to my guy Dreamer. Yeah.
Doing it, man. Well, shout out to both of you. Speaking of music, you got a song for us today.
Yes, we do. This song is by an artist named Kush Kelz. Appropriate name.
Yep.
Kush Kelz, and the song is called Charlie Marley. So.
There you go. Well, yeah, I want to say Charlie Murphy, but
No,
Charlie Marley.
Yeah.
Charlie Marley, all right. Not actual relation too, but Charlie Marley from Kush Kelz coming up here. If you like the track, down in the YouTube link below there, you will find the info for this video and be able to go check that out. Yeah. So I guess dab time, yeah, from Weeds here. I got a few things. Ladies, I don't know what you got down there, but there's a few packages. There's also, I think down there some live resin or something as well too. We got some Green God hybrid, some Island Sweet Skunk, this Grape Crush over here, and something called the and the Godberry as well too. All from the fine folks at Weeds. I don't know what you're gonna dab, man, or what you're up for, but we got some music to play here while we get at it. And if you want more information on what we're dabbing here, I think weedsgg.ca is the place to check that out. Gotta say shouts to everybody there, including Don Briere, who I heard had a little indigestion. Get well soon, Don.
I'm just failing all over the place.
In the meantime, you ready? You ready?
Let's
ready?
do it.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
yeah.
Let's dab it up.
Okay,
Do it.
Andrew, you ready?
Shit.
And run the video, y'all, because it's dab time.
Your favorite stoner. Cuz. Smoke one. Smoke two.
Your local Joe Bar.
Yep.
Light up. Everything lit. You know how we get. No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley. Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie. No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley. Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie. Like Marley and them, like Charlie and them. No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and them. Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and them. No dreadlock Rastafari, I smoke out the Rari now. Roll up like a Marley, Kush light up the party now. Put my team on, Kush screw out the torn now. Ain't the one to scheme on, bitch, talking loud. How'd I do it? Wasn't easy, had to jug it.
That's my first.
Wake up early, on a mission, I get to it.
Oh, yeah?
Shorty see me on the TV, said she love me.
How long are you going for?
Only thing I ever needed was some money. Holla, dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and like Marley and like Charlie and no dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and Burn up like the Judas, ganja opportunist. I just burned 100 doobies, they like how you do it. Herb smoke, I go fluent, my crew all congruent. Niggas talking like they do this, bitch, I really do it. Pick a flavor, any flavor, what you need, I can get it to you. Holla at me by the evening. Niggas don't obey, I sprinkle too much seasoning. Smoking on that Princeton make my eyes look like they bleeding. No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and like Marley and like Charlie and No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and No dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and like Marley and like Charlie and no dreadlock Rastafarian, smoking like Marley and Kush light up the party, I'm winning like Charlie and
This is the Green God. Get what you want, dog.
Smoke's just going everywhere. Maybe.
Right, like I said, check out Kush Kelz on Instagram. And that was the track selected by my man, Lord Geezy on Instagram, the Big Puffa over here.
Go give me a follow.
Yeah, man, go give him a follow. Get you some G-Town merch. Check the new track. All everything thing.
Everything. You know what it is.
I love it, man. Well, shouts to Weeds for those fine products, as well as Kush Kelz for the track. Like I said, the links to him are down in the YouTube below. Follow my man over there, and guess, you know, the show just rolls on, right?
Indeed it does.
Segue time to how I roll. See how I did that? still making it happen. So it's How I Roll is the segment, and Kass and Honey are here to help me do it. Hey, what's up? But Kass is the one who's going to do it. Let me see, making it happen here. Perfect. Oh, what a show. All right, I think that should keep that going for a while long enough. Behind the scenes crew's freaking out because I'm not sitting down. That's all right, got to keep them on your toes. This episode's already been crazy enough. Why not? Oh, I didn't even turn on my sublimator over here. Jesus, what was I doing?
Twist that one a little bit.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. We need a little bit of a twist on the canvas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This way,
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Bit
nice.
more, bit more.
A little more.
Bit more, yeah.
Keep going, keep going.
More. You can do like a big twist.
Keep. There you go.
There we go.
Much better.
Ish, yes.
So over here now, doing it with a Q-tip in my hand, oddly enough. Right, whatever. So be it, it is what it is. So Kass of Kass and Honey is the joint roller of the two of you?
Yep.
Honey is not so much the joint
I've
roller?
nominated her.
All right.
This is the amazing race duo. You're up for this task.
This is my task.
I will not be jumping out of the
Ooh,
plane.
which
You'll
paper
be
should I
rolling your
use?
joint.
Well, we got a
We
few.
have
We've got choices
selection
from
process.
regulars to 1 1/4s to kings and a couple different configurations over there for you. Are you a joints or blunts person?
Joints.
Joints. Me too. Do you like grinders, scissors, fingers? How do you prefer to bust up your buds?
Well, in the perfect world, a grinder, but I can bust it up with anything, really.
There is a grinder there.
Yes, I've got it.
Perfect. Excellent.
I'm going for it.
Going for it there. Your choice of papers typically, do you have a go-to brand?
I like the hemp ones, and I don't really have a go-to brand, but I do like the more natural ones, although sometimes it is fun to have a maple leaf doobie.
Nice. We should move those items away from in front of you there, as much as I'm happy to have those sponsor items in the way.
I'm wrecking everything over here.
No, it's okay. You're
Yes,
multitasking.
very nice. Very nice.
You're busy. You're busy.
Perfect.
I'm a busy
Keep
beaver.
over there. Keep
You
over
are
here.
busy beaver.
Lovely. So we have the joint going on. There we go. Are you a filter or no filter kind
I'm
of gal?
a filter kind of gal. I love a filter because, I don't know, when the joint comes to you, it's so much nicer if there's a filter, you know? It's not all sucked on by every person before you.
So much better for guests.
It feels different.
For sharing.
Right? Depends on how you roll them. It depends on how other people handle them, I think, as much as anything. If they know how to pass the joint without a filter, it can be okay.
We're smoking with a lot of regular smokers, you know,
yeah.
ourselves included.
Right.
I did not bust up enough weed for this doobie.
Well, if there's
Honey?
probably more. Go ahead, roll up some more.
Honey,
All right,
will you-
this is a teamwork.
Go and happen.
can
We'll
you
make this
please
happen.
bust up some more weed for me?
Sure.
There you
Everything's
go.
better
This
when
guy?
there's two of you.
Teamwork
Right,
making
two
the
beavers are
dream
better
work
than
over
one.
here.
Exactly.
For it happening.
Exactly.
Do you roll any sort of novelty or creative joints at all too?
Once with our cousin, we rolled a braid joint. That was really fun. But no, mostly
wasn't
just regular
there.
joints. No, you weren't there, sadly.
Whoa, rude.
I know.
What the heck?
I knew that would be an issue.
It is. It's a large issue. I would like a braided joint soon from you.
Calling it out. Listen,
Right?
braided
I
joints.
feel left out. There I am,
Also,
doing my part.
how did you learn to roll? Who taught you? Self-taught? Someone? Where'd you learn how to roll joints?
Yeah, just self-taught. One of my
Stumped out
friend's
for you.
parents used to smoke, and so we'd roll cigarettes for him, you know, when we were out fishing and stuff like that. So it's basically the same thing.
Yep.
And I just love hand-rolled joints. There's something way better about the ritual of getting a hand-rolled joint out, you know?
Yep.
It's like a meditation.
Do you feel you have any special techniques versus anyone else, or you put your filter in first, or okay? So you put your filter. Do you always roll a king size, or do you?
No.
No, just for.
Sorry, I have this like tremor that I have had for a couple weeks.
You're all right. Don't worry about it.
All right.
It's all good. We appreciate you rolling that. And that would be, let's see, 101, 102. So this would be joint
All right.
103 here, making that happen.
103. Here we go.
Hey.
Whoa.
Roll a few of
Whoa,
those as
whoa,
well
whoa,
too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, do you have a little pin?
There's like a little poker or
Or a little-
something. Yeah, here.
Right, there it is.
That would be Awesome.
Usually it's a bobby pin.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have a bobby pin today.
It was like an automatic reaction. I just reached right for a bobby pin.
If you watch the episode with Tweedledum here a few weeks ago, she uses her glasses, takes them off, and uses the end of her glasses.
Well, whatever you have is fine.
I like the chopstick. That's what we got.
I know it's kind of whack, but I like the inside of the pen tube because it's really small. You can really get in there with the fine detail.
It really is a really
right. It works well.
It's a nice
flat bottom on it. Yeah, so that's great. Well, I guess as you finish that up,
beautiful.
Here you put your filter in there, getting ready to light that up. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Andrew flew the graphic for 103. Wow. So I guess we've seen how you roll. Join 103. So the next thing is, I guess, just keep the math going and roll on to the favorite 4. Here,
there we go.
Light that up.
I like the symmetry.
Ah, very nice. Well, as she fires that bad boy up there. Click, click, click. Go today. Anyway, lit the joint anyway. There you go.
Here, I can light it again.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh my God, it's lit! Yeah, you can see it. No, but that's there you go. The finished product. There you go. Underway. Very much. Nice.
Joint.
There you go. It's happening. All right.
You nailed that. Really.
No, that's still 103. Very good. Very good. Well rolled. Went together quite quickly. Nicely done. Filter in. Easy to hang on to. A little something to give to go. Perfect.
Totally.
Yeah, I'll pass you this one back.
Hey. 1 for 1.
All right, so then question number 1 while we're doing all this here as well, too. How and when did you get into weed? Where did you first start smoking or consuming, I guess, or where did that begin?
I started when I was 15, when I was living in Darwin, Australia with
Oh, you lived over there for a while,
yeah.
too, but you don't sound like it.
No.
Oh, wow.
No, I came and went from there.
Okay.
But a lot of my early weed smoking was in Australia, where weed is so expensive and hard to find, and it's just, yeah, it's a whole different thing there.
Super legal. Yeah.
And then I came back to Canada, where smoking weed is so common, and really got into it. And I mean, I've been smoking weed for a very long time, and I just love it.
Honey?
Yes, I started when I was 17 years old, also in Darwin, Australia.
Second place is bad news.
Right?
It is
exactly.
bad news.
It is very fun. I
it.
recommend you go there.
Right.
Yeah. Full of a lot of fun people. And so I smoked then, and I really liked it and smoked with my group of friends for a good few years, but then took a few years off at uni because it wasn't really that normal. It was just drinking was the thing, you know, and that was really just the culture. And then moving to Canada was a game changer in the weed department, let me say. Now it's so
That'll
cheap.
do it every time.
It's so, right? It really will do it. It's so cheap. It's so easy. You can, you know, you can be so informed and get the right product and make yourself feel the right way. It's so fun. It's, yeah. Now I enjoy it all the time. So
I love it. Your preferred methods of consumption? Joints, dabs, blunts, bongs, tokes. I know you have the oversized novelty bong. No. What's your preference?
I like joints.
Joints?
Yeah, there's something really social about a joint.
I agree.
I like joints,
but
I love bongs.
Hey, there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
It's my thing.
The comedic bong is really her thing.
Yeah, I could, comically large, ideally, is how I like my bongs. No, it's too fun. I like to put my headphones on, go outside, rip a bong, or pass one around with a group of friends. It's how we do it in Australia.
Too good.
Yeah.
How much do you consume? Every day, all day, a little bit here and there, just for filming purposes only? What's your levels of kind of consumption?
I am more of an evening, weekends kind of consumer. I have pretty busy days and lots of driving, and that's just an anxious mess. And so mostly evenings and weekends. And I think the show is a bit different. I mean, when we're doing this and
it's
building
just
a brand, it's part of
the
part of the lifestyle. But
I can't even confirm for sure that this is actually weed.
Allow
maybe
me
it's
to
just
confirm. No.
oregano.
It could be sage.
That's what I've been saying for
Could
years.
be sage.
So.
That's what they roll at trade
is
shows,
herb, man.
Maybe it's moss.
They have those in
good
jars at
moss
trade
they were
shows too.
smoking
Yeah.
at Lyft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly, rumors say. Well, why have I heard that before? you look back at all the best weed that you've ever smoked, and is there one that stands out as the most memorable strain or the most all-time favorite? Do you have one that got away, or what's your best one of all? If there's something's got to stand out.
I feel like different weeds have different purposes, you know, and different times that you're like, oh, I was really having a good time then and smoking lots of blueberry and, you know, those types of things. But yeah, I really have, right now I'm really into this wedding cake that we've been smoking a lot of.
It is really good.
Island
Trending
Drone.
strain right now.
Yeah, it's, you know, all the weed from the
all
island
the rage.
is good.
So?
My group of friends and I have this mythical, or had this mythical month or two on George Kush. We loved that shit.
It was
and
good.
like,
George W.
Yeah, I don't know. It worked for us. I remember like the first time we smoked it, then we were like, you know what we should do? We should clean the whole kitchen. Let's go through the drawers. Let's sort it out. And like, we just were really, you know.
It was really productive
and
weed.
team building, you know. We were united in our mission to sort out the Tupperware.
Very
It was
cool.
really great.
Very
and
cool.
so George Kush, but anything, you know, I'm always down to try something new.
Well, if you're down to try something new, try shopping at skunkfunksmoker.ca. Like how I slid that in there just for no random reason.
Beautiful.
Just because I can. Support our boy
Beautiful.
Jeff out there doing what you can do. That's really a side note. Also, what else? Oh, I got a new cooking video. Yeah, I'm hungry. Actually, Andrew, yeah, you want to run that new cooking video now? Good, time for some chronic cooking. Thanks for answering the favorite floor. I appreciate you sharing. But now let me share my recipe with how I make cinnamon buns with you. And like I said, you thought I could roll a joint.
Ooh.
Where do you see this? Cinnamon buns. And if you thought I could roll a joint, just wait till you check out these cinnamon buns. And they take a while to make, so keep that in mind, but they're well worth it and are way better than store-bought or those ones in a tube. In 1 cup of warm milk, dissolve 1 package of yeast and 1 teaspoon of sugar, and let rise for about 10 minutes until it doubles in size. In a large bowl, combine 4 cups flour, the remaining ½ cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and create a dip in the middle. Pour in yeast mixture, 2 slightly beaten eggs, and a ½ cup of melted can of butter. Mix thoroughly and knead well. Form it into a ball and place the dough in a greased bowl. Then cover and let it rise for about an hour until it doubles in size. On a floured surface, roll out the dough to an approximate 12-inch to 18-inch rectangular shape and about 1/4 inch thickness. Spread a ½ cup of melted can of butter on top of the dough. Combine 1 cup of brown sugar with 3 tablespoons of cinnamon and sprinkle evenly to the edges. Then add 3/4 cup of washed and plumped raisins. Roll the long side and slice into 12 pieces. Place in a greased pan, cover, and let rise for about an hour until they've almost doubled in size. Preheat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for about 24 minutes until the rolls are browned and cool in a pan for about an hour. In a bowl, mix 3 cups of icing sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and about 1/4 cup of milk. If the icing is a little too thick, add a little extra milk until it gets to the right consistency. Then, drizzle it all over your buns.
Whatever
Drizzle
works.
that shit wherever you want.
Yeah, whatever
Whether you made the
works.
cinnamon buns or not, you do what you want to do.
I'm drizzling it somewhere.
But I do thank CLN for helping put together that latest well put together episode of the old Chronic Cooking over there.
That looked so good.
Also, I appreciate Kass and Honey for joining me today here.
We have a gift for you.
You have a gift for me.
Yes.
Oh, good remembering.
I love it. What's the gift?
You'll soon see.
It's a mug with a beaver on it.
2.
Yeah, it is. 2 beavers on it. Hey, because 2 beavers are better than 1.
Exactly.
Never not gonna be. If you need a
Whoever
dam,
said
if you
no
need a
to
dam built fast, you want 2 beavers to do it, not just 1.
Whoever
Unless
said
they
no.
argue about structural design along the way and waste more time. But you would think that still 2 of them will be better.
Nah,
We don't argue, that's so inefficient.
exactly. They know how
This
to
is a
make
beautiful
things
cup
work.
here, and
They know how
thank
to
you.
make
I
the
will
world
check all
work.
this out here. So much for the support. Appreciate that. Thank you for the hookup here. I gotta put something in it here. Anyway, honestly, I gotta finish rolling this joint. Put a filter in this as well too. And I gotta thank you for being here on the show. I knew we were supposed to do a little giveaway for the tickets to the Stolby Sisters.
Chronic Cinema Club.
Yeah, that's what it is. Chronic Cinema. I was gonna say they're gonna play the Big
right.
Lebowski. I was trying to remember what they were calling it, the Chronic Cinema Club. So shouts to the
Yes.
Stolby Sisters for hooking that up. And so let's see. The first person who says, "Hey, I saw the replay of the show up there, and I would have got you in the chat for this, but I said I'm gonna hit you on the DM. If you can get, when is it, tomorrow?
So it's the first person to slide into your DMs.
Yeah.
Right,
Right?
with the I can go
Just
to the
creep on
movie,
in
to the
there.
Stolby's
Exactly.
movie show thing.
Slide on
And when
in.
is that?
So it's Friday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow in Vancouver, the Chronic
perfect.
Cinema Club, the high-end dinner series by the Stolby Sisters.
And it's the Big
You
Lebowski.
can, exactly. Come sit and eat some popcorn with us, and we'll watch the Big Lebowski. There's 2
Yeah.
tickets. 2 tickets up.
Brilliant. Well, yeah, so first person to hit me up with that can go ahead and join the ladies there. We would have given them away in the chat. Sorry. But we're getting this video up as soon as we can. There will be a little bit of a delay, obviously, in the time to upload it. So it'll be a short window.
Yeah.
So if you see this, hit me up in the DM on Expert Joints if you think you can get to the show by Friday night by 8 o'clock still. And I'll put you on the guest list. And that'll be just as easy as that.
You should come. It's going to be a great
Right?
time.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like the movie? And honestly, the Stolby Sisters put on great events. I actually
Oh.
met you at the the
Yes.
Expert event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's where we met.
That was amazing.
And of course, you
Super
got
fun.
another
Those
video
girls
coming
rock.
out tomorrow at 420.
We do, yeah.
We do. Every Friday at 4:20,
You
yeah.
sneak peek what's going to be on it?
It's the second half of our journey with cannabis.
It's true. It's Kass and Honey. It's OG. It's us.
Just-
We're reintroducing our fans to the Beavers, and then because, and then yeah, we're coming up to the end of our first season of regular Canadians enjoying weed. So we're going to have a sort of blooper reel of all of our guests, all
Right.
the regular Canadians who've been on our show. That's coming out really soon too. So yeah, everyone, you can go and see all the different people who enjoy weed with us.
I love it. Well, make sure you check them out every Friday.
Kass and Honey.
Yeah, check them out every Friday on the YouTube as well. Sometimes on Sundays, as well as we got to move
It's
this
true.
logo
We
better
spoil
a
you
little bit.
sometimes on a Sunday.
And then it's a hugging the mugging. As I
Oh, you love it so much
Right.
already.
It needs a hug.
Right? A little beaver
also plus we got to
bar.
move this logo a little bit because on that one shot when we're that far away, it's all just right. Yeah, it's just like so. Brr, 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 brr. The logo talking. Anyway, also the Instagram as well too. All that stuff is what Kass and Honey. You got the Twitter pages and
Yep,
Facebook.
Kass
Check all
with
that
the
follow
K.
along as
Yep,
well
Kass
too.
with the K.
That's
it.
Anything else to plug? Shout outs, things we missed?
I don't know. Just check us out on YouTube. We
Yeah.
get baked with all sorts of regular Canadians, and actually, we're always looking for guests. So if
Yeah.
you're a regular Canadian who enjoys weed
Get in
and
touch
you
with
want to
us.
enjoy with us and help us sort of destigmatize cannabis and the people who enjoy it, then yeah, message us at Kass and Honey on Instagram, or
And
you
come
can
on
look
our
at
show.
website.
It's
I'll sign Puffa up.
We already talked
We already
about
talked.
it before.
We
yeah,
already
so-
told him
Okay,
he has
Puffa
to
Baby Show.
come.
We already got the contract all.
We lured
sorted,
him
he's
over
on.
to the
Signed on
island.
the dotted line and everything. It's already there.
I'll do
We
it.
got the Big Puffa. Yes!
Yay!
I'll do it.
This is
I'll
like
do
a
it.
recruit.
Right.
Anyone else? Anyone?
Can we get you all to line up?
Yeah, exactly.
I would
Exactly.
volunteer Al the Alchemist to be on the show, but he's kind of an irregular Canadian.
Yeah,
There's
but
not
that-
very many people like
Yeah,
that
but
dude.
what is a regular Canadian,
Exactly.
really?
It's true. So it's hard
Aren't
to
we
say.
all a
it
bit
that way,
irregular?
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hey, there he is. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not.
We want him. We want him.
Speaking of Puffa over there, thank you for bringing that Kush Kelz track. Check out Kush Kelz on Instagram as well too. But my man Lord Geezy over there holding it down.
Yo, check me out and go check out that new single, Strong, yo. You just click the link in my bio when you follow me, Lord Geezy on Instagram.
Right. Of course, all these links are all down to YouTube for all these fine people as well too. And you know, you got the shows getting a little bit of a revamp. You got some things on the works with the thing still. You put a hold on it.
Stay
but-
tuned, be patient, but we're coming back and it's gonna be dope. But
Nice.
in the meantime, follow my YouTube, Big Puffa, and you can get lots of dope content and stuff there too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Joint 104 here is pretty tasty as well too. I think this was some of the. What was this? Oh, this was some of the Violator as well too. Here, hold it down. Pot TV. Well, other shows are on Pod TV though. Cannabis Culture News tomorrow with Jeremiah Vandermeer. That's at 4 o'clock as well too. Hi, right? Just it is too. You can, while they're on a little commercial, you should play them on the same time. Oh, Jer, I got a new segment for your show on Fridays. High Noon with Alyssa and Nico on Saturdays as well too over there. The 420 Lifestyle with Carly Marley and BC Budgal on Monday, and Monday the Influence with Greg Marijuana Man Williams. It's tougher than you think it is to say fast. And sometimes Al the Alchemist. He's a busy dude these days. You never know, once in a while. And of course, I like it when I say this part. Tune into Fridays at 2 on Fridays on SaveOnRadio.com. Tomorrow over there, behind the scenes on Twitter and Periscope, and listen live on SaveOnRadio.com and the Save On Radio app, as well as all the links are there at ExpertJoints.com too. Tomorrow with DJ Slippy, it's episode 131, episode 31, featuring former Expert Joints Live guest Cobb Keen of Matchstick Marijuana. He's going to come on by, fill us in over there what he's got going on, and I don't know. There'll be more. There's the 210 thing, like I said, on Sunday. More things to keep up on. You know, we'll be on social. We'll be alerting you to what we have going on along the way. So stay tuned. Of course, make sure that one. Yeah, I'll be doing that. The Homeboy Prev. That should be fun. He's gonna learn a thing or two, and he's gonna get so high. Also, subscribe. Do the subscribe over there as well too if you're following us over there on the Expert Joints YouTube. Actually, even if you're on the Cannabis Life Network YouTube, wherever you're watching it, just like us, follow us, do it. And I got like all the support that I get from Cannabis Life Network. Thank you so much for all the help, Andrew. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. We are going to need to really figure this out and do some testing because we can't not go live very often. So I appreciate everybody who tried to watch before. I apologize to my guests and thank you for being patient with it.
No worries.
No worries. We swear it wasn't us. It wasn't the Beavers. We're a good omen.
We just wanted to hang out longer.
Exactly.
Son of a... Anyway. And next week we'll get it right. Although next week's actually going to be the Valentine's special, actually, as well, too. So it'll be a little bit different than a conventional regular episode we're going to do for a couple of reasons, which I'll explain next week. But that says, anyway, Andrew, do you think we'll at least get the music to play? You think it's safe for me to say hit the music anyway? Maybe? I don't know. All right, well, it's worth a try. Anyway, thanks for watching episode 162 of Expert Joints Live? Ish? Yeah, kind of. It was all good. We'll see you next week. Yes, episode 163 with high vibes in the place to be. Shit should be a lot of fun. So, okay. Andrew, Parker's hanging out down there, ready. He's ready for his bit. See, he's a pro. His gear, though, being a little suspect today. But all right, that's it. I guess we're out of here. Hit the music!